You're watching Bulldog of the Week, presented by Cedarburg Athletics with host Matt Menzel.
Welcome to this week's edition of Bulldog of the Week, and this week we turn to someone who's responsible for helping keep our student athletes healthy, that being the Bulldog head athletic trainer, Carly Teeters. Carly, before we talk about your background in athletic training, let's talk about your athletic background. Did you play sports growing up?
Yes, I did. I went to Germantown High School and I played volleyball, soccer, and hockey.
So it's a little odd for you, obviously back when you played at Germantown, they were still in the North Shore Conference, that you're kind of, a Bulldog athletic trainer. You're part of the rival now, if you will, or
I've transitioned. No, I'm so far removed from Germantown. I have no connections or ties or anything. I am a Bulldog at heart now.
So when did you realize, so you went from playing sports to when did you realize, hey, you know what, athletic training might be a career path I'd like to choose?
It was always in the back of my mind. I did have a different career in mind when I went to college. Quickly changed and realized that sports is still my passion and I wanted to be on the sidelines.
So what is it about athletic training that really drew your attention?
Just helping athletes. Just to see someone come from a big injury and then to get them back onto the field is the most rewarding experience. But just still being involved in athletics, helping athletes become the best who they can be and perform at their best.
So how did it come about that you then become a Bulldog?
Well, the job opportunity was available when I finished grad school, and I jumped on it.
So how long have you been here now?
This is my 6th year now.
When you look at the student athlete today, and so many student athletes want to get bigger, faster, stronger, from an athletic training standpoint, is there one injury that you see starting to pop up on a more regular basis these days?
I would say probably some muscle strains going on. We're seeing some of that, and it has to do with the type of training that they're doing too. They're not necessarily training the agility functions and stuff. So yeah, they are in the weight room just trying to lift, and then when we get onto the field, they're not used to the cutting and the transitioning and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we are seeing a little bit more muscle strains, but not necessarily a huge increase by any means. But yeah, you can see some of that. You can see some ACL tears because there's muscle imbalance and all that kind of stuff, but not a lot at the high school level.
How has your job changed since the pandemic?
Not much now. We're kind of back to normal. But when the pandemic hit, my job went obsolete, and I got thrown in the clinic, I got thrown in hospitals, I was using in different tasks. But now I think we're just more socially aware. Not much now. Like I said, I think we're pretty much transitioned back to normal.
Finally, what is your favorite part of the job? What's the most challenging part of the job?
Every day is the favorite part of my job, getting to be on the sidelines, getting to work with the athletes and the kids and the coaches here and everyone in the community. The most challenging part is delivering some bad news to an athlete that they just sustained a pretty big injury, that their season or potentially their athletic career could be over. Doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's pretty tough. But to see them return after those injuries, work hard in rehab and get back onto the field, the court, the rink, whatever it is the most rewarding aspect of it.
Well, Carly, thanks a lot for your time. Thanks for all that you do for our student athletes, and thank you for watching this week's edition of Bulldog of the Week.